Close your eyes. Listen. Can you hear it? Beneath the gentle lap of waves, there's another sound. An echo of laughter, the clinking of gold coins, and the roar of cannon fire. This is not just a quiet harbor. This is a drowned kingdom. This is the story of Port Royal, the wickedest city on earth, and the day it was swallowed by the sea. Our story begins not in silence, but in glorious, chaotic noise. It is June 6, 1692. The sun beats down on a sprawling, stinking, magnificent fortress of wood and stone. The air is thick with the smell of salt, rum, sweat, and spices from the four corners of the world. Port Royal is not just a city, it is an idea. A promise of fortune, freedom, and sin. As the main English port in the New World, it is the richest city in the Americas. The streets, they say, are paved with gold, or at least the gold flows freely from the pockets of merchants and pirates alike. In a crowded tavern thick with pipe smoke, our eyes find a man. Captain Alistair Rhodes, a privateer, a fancy word for a pirate with a piece of paper from the king himself. He is not a good man, but he is a lucky one. Before him on a rough-hewn table sits his fortune, a chest overflowing with pieces of 8 glittering jewels and silver bars. This is how business is done in Port Royal. Law and lawlessness are partners. Outside, the city thrives in its wickedness. Buccaneers fresh off their ships gamble a year's plunder in a single dice game. Wealthy merchants in fine silk step over drunken sailors sleeping in the streets. The sounds of hammering come from new houses being built on sand. They believe the city is invincible, a fortress of sin. They are wrong. At 11:43 a.m., the world breaks. It begins as a deep subterranean groan, as if a leviathan is waking from its slumber beneath the city. A hush falls. Then the first violent jolt hits. The world tilts. The world is noise, a terrifying orchestra of collapsing buildings, shattering glass, and the screams of 1,000 souls. The ground is no longer solid. It is a churning, buckling sea of earth. A great fissure opens down the main street, swallowing everything whole. The brick and stone buildings that symbolize the city's wealth are now its tombs, crumbling like sand castles. And then the sea comes. A massive tsunami, born from the quake, rolls into the harbor. It doesn't crash, it consumes. The waterfront, the heart of Port Royal's sin and success, simply vanishes. Taverns, warehouses, homes, and hundreds of people are erased in an instant. In less than 3 minutes, it was over. 2/3 of Port Royal was gone, sunk beneath the waves. Some said it was the wrath of God, a divine judgment on a modern-day Sodom. Today, Port Royal is a quiet fishing village. Archaeologists explore the sunken ruins, recovering artifacts that whisper of the city's glorious and brutal past. And they say that on a still, quiet day, if you listen very closely, you can still hear it. The echo of laughter from a drowned tavern, the ghost of a promise of endless gold, a warning from the depths that no kingdom built on sand can ever truly last. Please like and subscribe for more tales of the Caribbean.